If you've ever been to a beach, gotten into the water, and hit the point right when your feet aren't touching the bottom, you know that's a magical moment. It's magical because it's a moment of total awareness. You realize that walking is no longer an option. And if you're going to stay above water, you're going to have to do something else. It's a magical moment, but it's also terrifying. You see, that's what it feels like the moment you start being you. You can feel that something magical is about to happen. But it's also terrifying. There are so many question marks. The questions filling your mind speak to countless uncertainties. What will people say? What will they do? Will I be safe? Being you isn't just scary at times. It's hard. It's hard because it costs something to be you. Friends, family, profession, social status, all these things are at stake, and sometimes you're forced to risk them just to be yourself. Sometimes you risk your very life to be yourself. It costs something to be you. Coming out of the closet costs you something. Marrying outside your race or faith costs you something. Doing the socially wrong thing because it's the right thing to do costs you something. Respect, love, companionship, security, you risk it all to be yourself. And why? For what? I believe that if you don't know who you are, you'll become whoever you're called. You will spend your life living out other people's vision of you and the conclusions of what's possible for you. And the real tragedy is that you'll convince yourself that you are what they call you. I wonder if the real reason you act like that is because somebody told you that's what's possible for you. I wonder if the real reason you believe that about love is because somebody showed you that's all you deserve out of love. That could be the reason that you have this attitude toward life. Somebody taught you to believe that. See, tragedy isn't what happens when you lose something you never had. Tragedy is what happens when you never get to experience something that was always yours. It's what happens when you go through life never knowing that the one thing you desired, the one thing you desperately were looking for, is the very thing that you had command over. Tragedy is going through life borrowing space in a territory you own. Your life is a gift to be experienced. There's no requirement to get it right all the time. There are no restrictions on how far you can take that experience. What I'm saying to you is that you can be anyone you want to be. Anyone. I used to be the kind of person who measured life in terms of dollars and cents. I woke up one day and realized that I was living out the conclusions of where I came from and what happened to me. Like a lot of people, I grew up money conscious, and that led to certain choices, which led to other choices and led me further and further away from myself, the person I knew I was waiting to become. Where you came from could make you chase the wrong thing, but where you're headed, where you're going, will make you find yourself, will make you chase you, it will make you discover who you are. It will force you to be honest with yourself, and it could even bring you to your knees. I'm telling you, being you will cost you. I broke a lot of things in my life just to be me. I lost some people in my life just to be me. I lost a lot, but I also discovered me. There's some real downs, but the ups are real too. And the whole experience of finding out who you are is well worth the cost. It's difficult, but it's simple. Be you. And if you don't yet know how to be you, start by thinking about who you'd like to be. Then get down to work. My name is Angelo, and I'm the Motivator.